Day 1 exercises. Take a screenshot. Alright, so I wrote up this workout program. It's going to be 2 on, 1 off. It's meant to be something that you can do kind of on the fly when you don't have a whole lot of equipment, or if you don't have any equipment at all. It's going to be really good for your body composition or muscular makeup to your fat, your adipose tissue. You're going to have more muscle definition and by far better quality functional muscle because of this program. We'll review it as we go and make sure that we're on the track of getting towards function and pushing ourselves to the right limit. So day 1 is going to be your cardio abs. I'm going to go over the exercises here with you just so you kind of get an idea. I know for those of you that have done this before, it's hard to remember the names. So first exercise is going to be a speed skater. And a speed skater is you're going to jump to one side and be in a lunge position with your opposite elbow, opposite knee in front of you, and then you'll bound, lateral bound to the other side. And then that is a speed skater, effectively, right here. And that is going to be a cardio movement. You're going to do each of these exercises for 1 minute without stopping. Now the idea is not to do as many as you can, but to do as many as you can, meaning that you shouldn't do it as fast as possible so that you run out of breath in 20 seconds. Do it at a consistent pace for the whole minute. So if this is your pace that you can keep for a minute, do that. And then the next time that you work out, step it up to a little faster. And progressively go through this, because you have 12 total exercises here that you have to make it all the way through 2 rounds of it. And each exercise is a minute. There's no adjusting that. But the idea is to keep working throughout the entire workout. The second exercise is elbow to knee, which you're going to take your right elbow to your left knee. Left elbow, right knee. That's 1 rep each side. Whatever pace you can keep for a minute. Now you're going to have a jog in place, pretty self-explanatory. You're just jogging in place, lifting right, lifting left, lifting right, lifting left. This is going to be your active rest. Do that for a minute, and then in between each 3 exercise block, this is 1 set, which is 3 exercises in a row, you're going to take 30 seconds off. Catch your breath. The idea is take in real deep breaths and try to regain your composure. Ideally, you want to be fucking exhausted from these workouts. So what you're going to do is push yourself even though you're out of breath. Guaranteed you're going to lose your breath. That's the point. The point is to keep moving from that. On to the next set. Your next exercise is going to be hellodollies, which you are going to be laying flat on the ground. Put your hands down here by your hips, and then open and close your legs. Hellodolly. Self-explanatory. Next exercise, I'll show this a couple different ways. I'll show it this way first, is a longstrider, equal to a mountain climber, but you're coming up farther, and I'll show you that here. From the side view, when you long stride, you will come up here to your hand. That's a long strider. Again, same thing as a mountain climber, only with a longer stride. Stationary burpee. Stationary burpee, let me show you the other angle of the long strider. Stay here. So you're replacing one foot with the other and going up by your hands. Next exercise, again, all exercises for 1 minute solid. Have a timer ready. Stationary burpee. You are going to be in the push-up position, and you are going to jump up and put your feet underneath your chest, here and back, here and back. That is a stationary burpee. Next is our 30 seconds rest, and then a mountain climber equal to long strider. Here, only it's inside instead of the long strider's out here, outside our elbows. Mountain climber is here. Next, we have a plank, plain and simple. Elbows down, shoulder width. Stay like this. 1 minute. Split toe touch. You're going to start from narrow squat width, which would be feet almost right next together. And you're going to jump out, squat down to wide, and touch. You split your toes, and then you touch. Split, toe, touch. Alternate hands in between jumps. Do that for a minute, and rest for another 30 seconds. And then you go back to jog in place, just like this. Then you do jumping jacks, like so, and flutter kicks, the equivalent of hellodollies, only up and down. That is your cardio and abs, day 1, that you will repeat. Your cycle is going to be 2 days on, 1 day off.
Day 2, take a screenshot.
Day 2, plyo and resistance. Your second day, plyometric and resistance, is your simple burpee, day 1, same setup. Your exercises are going to be a minute each, 30 seconds rest in between each 3. You're going to have a burpee, simple one, squat back, push up, and up. Do it at your pace for 1 minute. And then you'll have a squat. I like to do, it's called prisoner squats. Put your hands, interlace your fingers, put them behind your head, and really focus on pushing your hips back. When you stand up, focus on pushing through the ground, through your heels, not your toes, but really focus on that mind and muscle connection as you're squatting. At whatever pace you can keep for a minute. Next is dive bombers. This is upper body active resistance. It's a dynamic movement, which is going to engage a lot of different muscles throughout your body. You're going to start here in a pike position and touch your nose and your chest in an arc pattern to the ground and push back through the same arc pattern. Show this from the side so you can see the arc pattern. Start in a dive bomber. That's a dive bomber. Next, we have a rest for 30 seconds. Jump squat. Jump down. Squat up. I like to do reach with my hands, just to kind of give it an added little movement there. Russian lunge. Kind of self-explanatory. It's a little crazy. But what you're going to do is you're going to start from a forward lunge. Either side doesn't matter. And make sure your lunge is virtually all 90-degree angles. You see 90 here, you see 90 here. You're just going to be a little bit above that, right about here. And you're going to stride, Russian lunge, you're going to jump up and replace. And then you'll jump up again, opposite elbow, opposite knee, and replace. Whatever pace you can do for a minute. Power push-up, you're going to do almost the beginning movement of a clapping push-up, but your hands aren't actually going to come together. Just for the sake of doing it for a minute and hyper-exhausting your muscles, I don't want your hands to get stuck in this position and then you face plant. So what you're going to do is a power push-up where you're going to start in push-up position, go all the way down, and just push yourself up off the ground. Now you'd have a 30-second rest again. Next is going to be gunslingers. And I like to think of this as the old West cowboys. Stand real wide. You're going to have your hands at your hips, and you're going to reach down all the way almost as if you're going to touch the bottom of your knee and come back up. And the reason it's gunslingers because gotcha. Anyways, you rock back and forth like this. I like to put my thumb, the point of my thumb, into my armpit and my fingers pointing straight down. And this works your obliques dynamically. Do that for whatever pace you can do for a minute. Your next exercise is going to be a lunge hold. So you're going to step forward with your right, go down again to that same 90 degree, and you're going to hold your knee just above the ground, right here for a minute, like that. Opposite side is the next exercise. Your left leg forward, 1 minute. Now this is meant to be difficult, people, so just bear with it. You'll get the results that you want. The next exercise, after your 30-second break, every 3 exercises, take a 30-second break. I'll write this down in the comments so you have the in-text form of it also. You're going to do regular push-ups, self-explanatory. Start about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Just experiment with the movement. Chest to ground, head forward, up. Whatever pace you can do for a minute. Then squat jump. Again, you can do the extra reach. And then you have high knees. That is your day 2. Now again, each of these cycles you'll repeat 2 times. Your total work time per workout is 29 minutes. You're going to have about 3 minutes rest each cycle. In between, this is called high intensity interval training. We keep a high intensity for 3 minutes, and then for 30 seconds to a minute, we take time off. Regain our breath, hit it again. The main key in this entire workout is that you maintain your breath and then you eat adequately to fuel the workout. Everything else will follow. You'll see body composition realigned there. You'll see less adipose tissue, and you should see very good strength results as well, even though you're not moving external weight. Anyways, this is Michael Hawkins, Alpha Combat Training Systems. Look up Outlaw Laboratories and check them out. They got some sweet subs.